We're in.
Let's turn that off so it doesn't go off. Cool. How are we doing, people? And welcome back to the Life with Cullen podcast. I'm your host, Joe Cullen, and today we have our first ever guest, Frankie. Say hello, mate.
I say in the flesh, but I'm not in the flesh. I'm via Zoom, but
better than nothing.
Got to overcome these obstacles. We're here. We're grinding.
I mean, how does it feel? I mean, you've probably achieved some things in your life, but surely this has got to be at the top. First ever guest.
Nothing compares, really. I was tearing up offline, but nothing compares. It's a big moment for my career. On Spotify now. We're making moves, bro. We're on Spotify.
That's it. So for people who don't know, Frankie has also started a YouTube channel, an Instagram page, a podcast. He's done everything. He's just smashed it the last couple of months. So I'll leave all of these links at the top of the description.
Thank you, sir.
And we're going to be doing one episode on my channel where I'll kind of be interviewing him as such, and then later, hopefully soon, we'll be able to do another one on his podcast.
Reverse the roles.
That's it. Yeah. So just to begin, we're just going to go over some quick fire questions. Just get us talking.
I'm ready. Fired up.
So this was asked by the people on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and you can get involved in the next one. But the first question is, when both are in their prime, who wins, Mike Tyson or Tyson Fury?
I'd go. The sport always evolves, right? And as good as I think people always have a nostalgia bias because Mike Tyson was so dominant and he's just the guy, a bit like Muhammad Ali is. But you're seeing don't get me wrong, he was an athlete, but Fury's just so tall. I just feel like he'll keep him at bay. He's seen explosive guys before. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the sport's just evolving, and people are just figuring things out more. So I'd go Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I think I'd go the same. I am a filthy casual. In case anyone doesn't know, Frankie knows his shit. I'm a filthy casual. But I'd probably go Tyson Fury as well. I think the same is even with any sport, everyone always has that nostalgia effect. People remember 100%. People better than what they were.
Yeah. Back in my day, but it's not your day, it's now.
Exactly. All right. So on Twitter recently, Conor McGregor has started up a debate on who is the GOAT of UFC.
Yeah.
He's obviously claimed himself, or him and Anderson Silva, as the top dogs. Who would you put as your GOAT? I
mean, I'm probably the biggest McGregor fan you'll find out there, but to put him as the GOAT is kind of silly when you've got Khabib in the talks of being a GOAT and he's beat him, so it kind of, but people do sleep on what McGregor's done, won both the belts and stuff. People just love to hate on McGregor because, don't get me wrong, I find it hard to defend him sometimes. He's done some fucking horrendous things, and it's oh mate, you're making it hard for me here. But in terms of the GOAT, you got to look at accolades, I suppose. So someone like GSP is definitely up there.
Yeah.
And he's kind of when you look at what the perfect kind of athlete fighter will be, you kind of look at him he's just a guy that you just want to be him. He looks like a little action figure. He beats everyone. He's smart with it. So I'd probably go him number 1, Anderson 2, maybe John Jones at 3. As boring as his fights have been as of late, it's hard to argue that he's been on top for so long. What was a stacked division back in the day. So that'd probably be my order.
Yeah, decent. I think it's obviously McGregor done so much for the company, and at the time he just done things that no one else had. But again, if you're looking at GOAT and what it means, it's got to be about wins, titles, and all that. And obviously the others, as you said, they just have more than that than him. So,
and I think with Anderson as well, Silva, what was mad about him, he finished people so many different ways, and it's fuck, what can this guy not do? Whereas GSP was kind of take you down, control you a bit. Don't get me wrong, he got some finishes and he's elite, but Anderson Silva had that kind of mystique about him. Kind of goes back to that nostalgia bias thing. When he was back in the day, he had that kind of same thing that Mike Tyson had. Do you know what I mean? People like this guy. They tuned in just to see how long it'd take for the other guy to get knocked out.
Yeah, and even that kind of sounded like the whole Messi and Ronaldo thing. Messi, everyone who loves Messi is because he's just so natural. Everything he does, that's kind of like the Anderson Silva. Yeah. Then Ronaldo is just the efficient, gets the job done. You know what you're going to do.
Athlete.
But you can't stop it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Crazy.
no,
Has he become a billionaire, by the way, Ronaldo? I saw that the other day.
Yeah, I saw
crazy.
that. I mean, it doesn't shock me with the amount of like
but
business
a billion.
things.
That's
That's
so
mad,
much money. That's so much money. I don't know what I'd do.
Nah, God knows.
Yeah.
Right. So last question this is completely changing the turn of events. What is the most awkward / embarrassing moment that you've had in the bedroom with said female or male?
Oh, I don't know if I want to share this one in particular. Oh my God! Oh, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So, oh dear.
I'll share mine after. I'll share one as well with the people. Just to...
Oh, do I need to share? I'm trying to think. I have. There's been a few.
It's all right. No one listens to us anyway.
Yeah. This is just two guys talking. Oh Lord. I mean, fuck it. We're going for it.
Go on.
So obviously I went out because I was a legend and been out a couple of beers. I had a bottle of wine that night actually. Bottle of wine and back to mine was the motto apparently.
Nice.
And come back with this girl. I had a bit of a cold at the time. Oh my Lord. And started doing whatever, a bit of foreplay and oh my God, yeah. So she was on a period and I didn't realise. And everywhere was covered in blood and it was at my actual home and my mum wasn't thrilled with me. So that probably wasn't great.
As in you've done the deed and then you finished and then you've realised.
Yeah. And it was dark as well. So I'm like, fucking hell, who's been murdered? And I didn't realise it was at a crime scene.
And what, did you just give her the boot straight away next door?
Yeah, I was like, you should probably leave.
It must be so embarrassing for her as well. Like, what do you even say? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
we haven't stayed in contact. So
no surprises there.
One and done.
Yeah, I'll drop one of mine. I'll get.
Go on. Make me feel better about my life.
I think mine's probably actually more awkward. Do I say that because I know the exact day and like why it happened, but I don't know if it will. Because then if you say
the exact day, if she's listening or they're gonna know. They're gonna know. So no dates, no names, just juicy details.
No, fuck it. I'm gonna go with the date because the date's an important part of the story. But she no one really knows anyway, right? So, it was the World Cup 2018 where England. It was the first game, and me and one of my mates went over to the pub to watch it, as you do. And it was the game that we scored in the last minute and won. So obviously we had quite a few drinks, and then we went out afterwards. It was like a Monday, but I had work the next day. But I thought, fuck it, like why not?
When in Rome. Yeah,
literally, and we just got so smashed. And I remember we went to the place after, and they were just giving us like triples and stuff. Like it was heavy. Anyway, so I've ended up getting with this girl and going back to hers, like proper drunk, and then I'm just midway through sex, and then I just fall asleep.
Oh wow!
As in
narcoleptic.
As in like in the deed, not even like.
Oh my God!
I'm laying to the side, literally in the deed, and then
you're in the trenches.
The next thing I know, I wake up, just laying in this bed, like normally laying down.
Yeah.
Condom still on.
Oh God.
And yeah, then that morning, it doesn't even end there. That morning, she's like, "Oh, you can't leave." Like something, like I've got work the next day. It's like 5 a.m. I didn't tell anyone where I went, so I had about 10 missed calls from 10 different people. My mum didn't know where I was.
No God.
So I'm like, nah, I need to go, and I really need to go piss as well. So I was like, at minimum, I'm going toilet here. I've got work in like 2-3 hours. I need to get out of here. She said, no, my dad's sat there. He said, oh, why is there a boy here? And like, they've got their door open. So I'm like, all right, fuck this. So I just literally just braced myself a lot. I go, look, I really need to go. I've got work. I literally just bolt out of the house, run away, and then order an Uber and go home.
Stats. Got to be done, isn't it? The old bash and dash, if you want to call it.
Well, I mean, does it even count if I just fell asleep halfway through the And I don't even remember. It wasn't even that it was just bad. I just must have been that drunk and just that tired. I just conked out.
Yeah, sometimes I black out and I wake up in some lucky lady's bed. So I'm like, God, I've done this. I've done well here. My alter egos managed to pull one, but who knows?
Anyway, so now we've just exposed ourselves, got comfortable.
Yep, everyone knows we're scumbags, so it's always good.
Yeah, we can get into some topics. So the first one, I was just going to ask you, just give the people a rough background in your, in your sports in general, how you got into MMA, maybe past sports you did, stuff like that.
Cool. So I've got a funny story actually. It's always good.
Cool.
So when I was younger, like rugby was my thing. Like, kind of when I play a sport, I just love it. Like, it's just my thing. Like, rugby used to be my thing. I used to love it. I used to sit at home watching rugby highlights, YouTube videos. But now that's kind of flipped to MMA. But like, in the back of my mind, when I was always playing rugby, I was like, I really want to I was always aggressive. Like, I always just wanted to fucking tackle someone. Some people say little man syndrome. I say competitive spirit. So, but like, I was just an angry person. And then one day we was playing rugby, and Liam, who you might have met actually, the one that was doing training around here, I think we crossed paths.
Yeah.
I was playing rugby with him a game against Southend, and it's all kicking off. Like, everyone's fighting. Liam's fighting these two geezers. I run over, turned around, punched this geezer, shittest punch I've ever thrown. This guy was like 6'2", right? I just punched him. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna hit him. And then I knocked him out. And I was like, I'm glad I knocked him out because he would have fucking banged me. I had no skills at this point. I was just kind of like, I just hit and hope. And I was like, oh, that felt good. And like, and then I was like, yeah, if you get up, I'll do you again. I was like, what's happening? And then from there, I kind of started playing rugby and then just sort of fell out of love with it. Found training and I've never looked back since. I started off doing jiu-jitsu and I was like, this is good. Like, jiu-jitsu is good. But like, for anyone that doesn't know, that doesn't train, jiu-jitsu is just the art of kind of trying to strangle someone. No, just like
it's just a human puzzle, really, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's like, okay, so now I kind of know how to defend myself, but I don't really want to try to be like taking someone down if I get attacked. I want to be able to punch and kick someone. So I was like, I should probably do some striking.
Yeah.
So I found kickboxing in like an MMA gym, and I was like, wow, and I just got obsessed with it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is my shit.
So did you watch it when you was younger, or?
I knew of like UFC. I liked boxing, but I was a casual as well. Like, I liked watching it, but I liked like if like Joshua was fighting, I'm like, oh, I have to watch that, or like But like now, I'm pretty immersed in this world, and like I love it, man. Never looked back since. I played a few games of rugby since. My skills have diminished greatly, but what
position did you play? Scrum half.
No, people ask me that a lot. I actually played on the wing or fullback. I used to love trying to tackle people at fullback, but yeah, it was good. Played a little bit of football, like more as a fuck around, power league, the old classic. Couple of 11-a-side games under my belt. Yeah. Bagged a few goals. No big deal. No big deal.
Hat tricks at all sorts. Hackney Marshes.
Yeah. Played there a few times. Good. What about you? Was you a bit of a baller back in the day?
Mine was just pretty much all football, to be honest. Like, I just played football when I actually funny enough, there's a funny story. When I was like 3 years old, I think it was my nan bought me like a football goal.
Yeah.
But apparently I didn't like football back then, and I started crying that I didn't get I didn't get a punch bag. Funny enough.
Yeah.
But then I never got into boxing. And then just literally just played football my whole life. Kind of similar story. Like, I got injured, but wasn't really. I kind of just fell out of love with it.
Yeah.
Like, the injury was kind of just hand in hand with it.
Yeah, you find like going out and like you turn older, you get a few beers, find the gym a little bit.
And obviously I was working at the bar from when I was 16, and I was trying to do that and play, like, because I went to a football school for a bit, trying to play that full time, and it was just too much. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Right. This is a question.
Quickly, funny story on when I was playing rugby. I believe I actually played against your brother for his very first game of rugby.
Oh yeah.
And I remember, right, I was like, "Fuck, who's this guy?" And like, he was massive, right? Your brother's massive, but he didn't even have a rugby shirt on. He had a black t-shirt on. I was like, who is this geezer? Like, he was massive, but like he couldn't. He wasn't really great at catching, but he was just big and would just run hard.
Well, the thing is, like, so for anyone, he's gonna love this. He's been right gassed up here. For anyone, like, he's not built like me. Like, we're about similar height, but he's literally like twice the size of me. Like, he's just huge. And the thing is, he's proper quick as well. Like, you look at him, but he's like, I think he went for, I might get this wrong. He went for Essex Trials and they done the 40-meter sprint test, I think it was. And he got like the fastest, and he only been playing rugby for about 6 months, and he got the fastest time there out of anyone. Like, and the size of him, but
what's funny as well, I messaged him yesterday about this, and I was like, I remember as well because he had a black T-shirt on. He was wearing Sondico boots. I was like, oh, this guy can't be good. And he was like, yeah, the black and green Sondicos. I remember it all now. It's all coming back to me.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, he's never been into all the flashy boots. Like I even remember when we bought them boots. He was like, I just want the plainest boots possible and like the cheapest ones possible.
Sports Direct job.
Literally, I think probably about 10-15 quid.
Yeah. Big studs on them like that. Big
studs. Yeah. I played a bit to be fair, I played a bit of rugby for my school and like I liked it, but I just never really got into it. I was quite lanky in school and frail. Yeah. So I played one school game. I had one broken finger, I think, and I scored 2 tries. So
stats.
I was a bit of a baller. Do you say a baller in rugby? Is that the term or?
No, it's just I don't know. Like, no, not a baller. I don't even know what it'd be. Athlete. Savage.
Just an absolute geezer.
Yeah. Scored a couple meat pies.
All right. The next thing I wanted to go over. So so for people who don't know, I've trained for about 3 months properly, I'd say.
Yeah.
Frankie is actually my trainer. So when I initially started out, so I'm not going to go into the whole story. I went to Thailand, blah, blah, blah. Everyone takes the piss. I get it, right? And I did Muay Thai out there. I loved it. So then when I got back around the new year, I was like, right, I want to start going to some classes. And there was it wasn't so much a gym. It was kind of just an empty hall with mats on the floor.
Yeah.
And they did like an hour of striking and then an hour of jiu-jitsu. And it was good. But like, I always found that like, it's quite intimidating going to like
100%.
a club like first time because I feel like in other sports, like, it's just not as intimidating because the thing is, if someone's got a problem with you there, they can just sort you out. Like if it's football, like I want to do like
rainbow flick you.
Yeah, or like do a dirty tackle. It's like it's not that deep.
But what you find?
Go on. I was just gonna say like when I just remember walking in there first time and just being and like everyone was nice. Like no one was horrible to me or whatever, but it's just such an intimidating thing. So the actual question that I was getting to. Was what would you say, like advice wise, if someone's listening and they want to get into it or like joining a new gym for the first time?
Just do it, man. Like, not that I'm sponsored by Nike, but actually just do it. It's like you're always a little plug there. I've got Nike on as well. I didn't even mean that, but you'll always find there as well, like they'll be the most like nicest, most welcoming people. Like in the old days, they used to go in and like, oh, you want to be a fighter, and they used to like rough someone up to see if they're tough enough to do it. But there's so many gyms now that people just do it like recreationally. You don't need to do it to compete. Do you know what I mean? It's not like like people do one pad session, like, oh yeah, like people be like, when you're having a fight, then like, no, you don't. It doesn't need to be to fight. Like it's like you can play football casually. It's still a sport. Yeah. And you often find that the people that see someone come in, that like they come in the room like a little bit shy, they're like they don't really know what to do, like they've been there so they know what that's like. And it's like you said, it's not the same as like playing football. Like it is the art of trying to hurt people and defending yourself, but you often find that their egos are not like big because they know that they don't have to carry any like bravado bullshit, because that they can fight and they can defend themselves. But I'd say for anyone listening, just do it, man. Like no one's going to judge you. You're not going to get beaten up. Like you'll probably make some good friends. Like, and you become closer with the people that you, like if you do go on to sparring or rolling it is in jiu-jitsu, you become like closer to those people because you've bonded. You're like, all right, like we're not trying to fight each other here, but we're trying to get better at the art of fighting, whether that be to compete or to defend yourself. It's a beautiful thing. And it's like, it's just, just do it. Like you're not going to get hurt. You're not going to get beaten up or roughed up. Just go for it, man. Just go for it. Don't look back.
Do you reckon it's a good idea to just YOLO it on your own or go in with a mate? I mean, because I feel like if you go in with a mate, it can obviously make you more inclined to go initially. Yeah, but then you're kind of stuck with that mate. But then I suppose then at least they're both at the same level. So like if you're rolling or whatnot, at least then you're at someone with the same level. Like.
So it's interesting you say that actually, because when I started jiu-jitsu, my friend at uni was already a blue belt. And for people that don't, so he took me, he was like, come jiu-jitsu. He knew I liked watching it. I was like, all right, I'll come. And like, I met everyone and that. So he took me. And like, for people that don't know, like people think of belts like, oh yeah, he's a blue belt. That in jiu-jitsu is a lot. Like that's a solid year and a half to like of solid training. And like, it's not the same as like kickboxing. Cause like, say this is the example I'll give you. Say if a punch is coming at your head, like, you know, your instincts is like, right, I should probably get out of the way of that. Like, I don't want to get hit. You can block and move. But like in jiu-jitsu, it's like you're on the floor and then he's like, why is he putting my arm there? Why is he doing this? So like, if you don't know jiu-jitsu, it's like playing chess against someone that doesn't know how to play chess.
Yeah.
So we went and we rolled, and like he tapped the fuck out of me like 6 times in a minute. I was like, he's like I'm not exactly big, right? I was a little bit bigger then. I was probably about 77 kilos at the time. I think he's like 65, ringing wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like he's just manipulating my body. I'm on my ass. I'm moving. My arms getting manipulated. I'm getting choked. I'm getting choked with my own gi. At one point, he choked me with his gi. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But I want to learn. I want to have what you have on someone else. So
it's literally just like, I mean, Joe Rogan spoke about it. It's literally just like a superpower, isn't it?
100%.
It's mad.
Yeah, so going with a friend's definitely good. Like when I went to, so I knew jiu-jitsu, so I already had that little bit of confidence to go into a gym. But like in terms of striking, I went to like a MMA kickboxing gym, so I did it all. But like I went with my little brother, and we both knew no striking. I'd done like one taster session of like kickboxing, and so we went together, so that wasn't too bad. And like even on the website of the gym I went to, around in Debden, actually, if anyone wants to go, Masters Academy, it has on their website like the friendliest gym in the area. So like they're promoting that kind of stuff, you know. So
yeah. And I bet that, and that's the thing. Like when I went as well, again, like to emphasize, like everyone there was so nice. Like
100%.
It's not like there's no egos, there's nothing. Because I think that's probably the thing I've learned the most in just training with you is like every time you think, all right, I'm actually getting quite good at this, then it's just so humbling that you add in one more thing, or someone will do some. I mean, I haven't sparred, but I imagine it's probably the same. Like someone will hit you with a shot, and you're like, oh shit, I've got so much further to go. But like in a good way, like there's so much to learn, and you're always
need to know. Like it's all about time served, right? And like even like not that I'm some elite fighter, I back myself, but like I the other day sparred. Well, I say that I do that the other day. It was like literally 6 months ago. But
we've been in lockdown for months, mate.
No, social distance sparring. So I sparred one of my coaches at my club, and he's professional. He fights in Bellator. I think he's ranked. He's either top 10 or top 5. He's a lightweight. Alfie Davis, shout out him if he's watching. If you haven't watched his highlight reel, go watch it. It's ridiculous, like literally ridiculous. And like we wasn't like proper. We was only boxing, but he was just like popping me. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And he's moving and he's switching stances. And I'm like, oh right, there's levels to this game. There's levels, but it's for me. I take that as like, okay, I want to learn. I want to I want to be like that. I want to be an elite striker. I want to be able to do that to other people. But like, it's humbling. It really is. But yeah,
it's definitely that, and it's definitely the most complicated. Touching back when we talked about the sports we did, like complication wise, I mean, obviously MMA has got so many different, but even if you just take one part of it, like the jiu-jitsu, it's definitely the most complicated sport I've ever touched. Like there's just so many levels to it. Like I feel like even with football, like most people can kick a football and like
get the concepts.
Yeah, like it's pretty simple. But jiu-jitsu, like I just remember I did one session in Bali. In case you didn't know, I went Bali too. And that was literally like we just done like some basic drills, and they literally just showed us like 2 or 3 moves, and it was mad because like they would obviously you'd be with someone and they would let you do the move.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the session, they go, right, everything you've learned, try and actually so have one person resist and have one person actually try to do the moves. It just goes straight out of your head. And you just can't oh shit, why do I do that?
But you start panicking, you're like,
but it's such a like I can't describe how satisfying it is when you pull off something. Like they show you something and it just clicks in your head, and it just like it's so satisfying. So I would definitely encourage people to give it a go, get started. And
I'd say to anyone that is thinking of it as well, like if you're worried about like getting punched or kicked, then start with jiu-jitsu, and once you gain a little bit of confidence, move on to maybe doing some striking, and then find what you like, and then just keep going. It's all about consistency.
Yeah, definitely. And there's to be fair, there's like YouTube, because when you go in jiu-jitsu, they do like all the warm-up drills, obviously like shooting and what's it called, shrimp. Yeah, like even like because they do that at the start and they just do it as their warm-up routine. I didn't have a fucking clue how to do it, and you do feel like a bit of a tit just doing it, like because it's quite like a weird movement. It's pretty nailed down, but like there's loads of YouTube videos. Like I literally just went home, typed in how to shrimp and just did it, and then you just learn, and then you kind of fit in more. Then you just start speaking to people there, and
like even when I started jiu-jitsu, I'd say I did it for like 3 weeks before I tapped someone. I ended up like tapping some like 50-year-old geezer at beginner's class. I was like, yeah, fucking armbarred him. Fucking armbarred him.
I don't even think I've tapped anyone, but I did have one white belt said I was quite strong, so that was probably the best I got.
Gym lad. Yeah, strength does matter as well. Like people say that it doesn't, but like it is a factor. Like if you both have the same skill level and you have strength, then you're gonna have
that's a bit. But just with jiu-jitsu, it's just like if you don't have the same skill level, then weight probably. Like I suppose in like striking, if someone's bigger than me, but they've like I've had a little bit more training, chances are they still probably will weigh me in.
You can rely more on athleticism in striking. Yeah, you're right. But like jiu-jitsu is kind of more complex. That's why you find like a lot of jiu-jitsu guys aren't like kind of like meatheads want to like hurt you. They're quite smart, like computer guys that like and a lot of like weed is massive in the jiu-jitsu community. Like some people feel like they can just smoke and like
really
roll. Yeah, it's massive. And like there's some tournaments like you can win like I don't know how much it is, like a kilo of weed if you win, like in California, so it's all legal. So like you can do it. Like, it's massive because they feel like they have like they're more dialed in. It's huge. I couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say.
People love it. People love it. It's massive.
Man,
huge.
Maybe they're getting the good shit and we're not.
Yeah, they get that Cali. They get the Cali.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So anyone listening, if you are, just get started. Obviously, once this lockdown's all done. What also I did want to say as well, touching on the end of that story, if you are going to start, I'd probably recommend going for maybe not with jiu-jitsu. You can do that in the group classes, but I especially found in the striking, like doing the group classes, it's good because like they get you doing a lot of things, but like I didn't even know how to throw a jab. And then they're going like, right, throw this 3-piece, 4-piece combo. And it's like, I don't even know how to throw a jab. So I'd say to anyone, and again, we can kind of divert into the benefits of this. Like I would start with one-to-one training.
I know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. Anyone's in the area, hit him up once this is all done. But like with the one-to-one training, I just found it so much better. Like
100%.
Like you need to nail the basics. I'm still haven't. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm nowhere near that. But
your level's going up and up and up.
Definitely, and I'm glad I started recording. If anyone does it as well, try and record yourself at the beginning.
100%. I think that's big. I'm big into that now as well. Like even just like if you want to just get better at something, I just like recently I've just been like documenting my progress. Like even like if you're trying to lose weight, take pictures, or you're trying to bench more, just document how much you're doing because then you can see you're improving and you're like, yeah, this shit's motivating me. I'm actually getting better at something.
Definitely, especially with the visual stuff as well. Because like if you're having like a day where like, because the thing is your body fluctuates a lot, right? Especially how you look. So if you're wake up one day, you've been training for 6 weeks and you think, oh, I look shit. But then you've taken a picture on the first week and then you look at it and you go, oh shit, I actually look like that. Like it's just it's just a boost really, innit? It just picks you up when you're down and stuff.
100%.
So yeah, no, I'd say anyone starting, try and get some one-to-one sessions. Obviously, if you're in London, they can be quite expensive, but Frankie here does some great prices as well. So
hit me up.
But moving on from that, now we're going to talk about I made a YouTube video on it and I kind of touched on it on my first podcast, but why did you actually start YouTube? Because obviously when I first came to your training sessions, I was like, oh, can I film it? You're like, yeah, cool. And then we started speaking about YouTube a bit, but I don't think I ever thought that you was going to actually make YouTube. And
so for me, like, it's one of them things, right? Like, I always had the thought, like, I'd watch YouTube, so I'd be like, I could do that. But like, it's a case of like, all right, talk's cheap. Like, can you do that? Will you do that? And like, will you put in the work? And it was never like in my mind that I was going to do YouTube, but like, I always had like a little thought in the back of my mind, like, oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Like, but like, and I always feel like I can, like, I feel like I'm pretty good at talking. Like, I like to try and make people laugh. If you don't, then that's on you. That's your fault for having poor taste in banter. I mean, I'm dropping some elite banter. No. And it was more through boredom, if I'm being completely honest. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to make a video. And then I kind of started my new Instagram. I put up the video of how to deal with Big Dave at the pub.
Yeah, that was good.
That got like 50 shares when I checked their insights. So I was like, well, people are clearly enjoying it. A lot of people laughing.
Yeah. And it's
Go on. I was
just going to say, even with that video, if you haven't watched it, then like it's just like the perfect blend of like, it's like a concept of like it's self-defense really. Well, that's what it is, but it's mixed in with that humor. So it's like, it's funny, but it's actually useful as well.
Yeah. And like, even like you were saying the other day about likes kind of dictating your mood. Like when I put on my original Instagram, when I put that picture of me doing the nude modelling, like that got like so many laughing faces. People were like, this is fucking hilarious. People sharing it. And like, I was like, that felt fucking good, you know, like making people laugh. Like, all right, I was standing naked in a room.
Yeah.
But like, it is funny. And like, I don't know. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to make a new Instagram and just drop things on there I find funny. And then I kind of like the fact that it's a new Instagram. So like, people are clearly following me because they're enjoying my shit, as opposed to like me going off on a tirade on my new Instagram. And they're like, what's this geezer talking about? But like, if you're following me, you clearly like my shit, you know. And if you don't have to follow me, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and that was like, well, we can go on that actually, because like I've always thought about, and I always see people start like fitness pages or whatnot. And normally, I'm gonna be honest, I think, fuck it, just put it, it's you. Like, if people don't like it, just unfollow you. Like, I feel like it's such a big thing now. Like, if someone unfollows you, it's like, oh my God, like, you don't, like, it's like, if I just don't want to share shit, I'm just not gonna follow you.
yeah.
But normally I'd say I'm probably against, because like you see so many like fitness pages where they just post fitness and like them doing a bench press, and like, I get that's your thing, like, but even I'm into fitness, right? But I'm not going to follow someone's fitness page because I just find it boring.
Yeah, no one wants to see you doing bicep curls. Like don't get me wrong, it can be good if you're giving an informative video, but like,
yeah, but every single post is just,
it's so saturated. Everyone's doing that. Like, everyone knows how to lift weights, right? Like, obviously there's some nuances that people need to know, but like, I feel like I just want to bring a bit of my personality across on like an Instagram. I don't want to be like a monotone kind of fitness trainer. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to just be myself and be relatable and just be a normal person and just post stuff that I find funny and hopefully other people do.
Yeah, that's it. And like that's where I kind of fall in as well. Like, I don't want to be in this spot. Like, I mean, I need to actually look up the definition before I come out with statements, but like the fitness industry, like, I don't just want to be this guy that's just like a cardboard cutout of like
100%
posting like Gymshark. I'm attacking Gymshark here. Sorry if you're planning to sponsor me, but
I would murder a Gymshark sponsorship. I would murder
would you?
One. I'd wear it right now.
I wouldn't want one.
Not a bit of you.
Nah, because I just don't like all the athletes. I know one of the girls and she's quite cool, but I just met her through the traveling. But I just don't like their athletes, man. I just think they're just so like vanilla, cardboard cutouts. But anyway, let me not attack all of them. Let me get back to the actual point what I was saying. It's like, so if you are planning on posting some sort of content, I would personally say that, you know, maybe just do it on your main page. Because I did think, oh, let me start a fitness page or whatever, but I was like, this is me, like me. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if, because obviously you're 2 years above me.
How old are you? 20?
20, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 22, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I spoke to my brother about it before, and I don't think it's as much as a thing as your years, but you know, people have like spam accounts.
Yeah. People have that.
Like, I think it's so fucked how people have spam accounts. So it's basically just going, all right, so this is what I want people to see me as on my main page. And then my spam account is me going to be me. Like, that should be your account. Like,
yeah, I get that. That.
Like, don't get me wrong. If you're posting like stupid meat, like if you're posting like 5 things a day, like, and you've got like 10 followers, just to like, but then you might as well just make a group chat. Yeah. Like, when people are posting like normal pictures, there's spam, and they just use that more. So, like, 'cause I know people that use it more than their normal Instagram.
Yeah, and they have it private, so they can see who's seeing their stuff. It's like, just own it.
They have like private with like 20 followers. Yeah. And it's like, that spam account is literally just me going, right, this is how I want everyone else to see me, all serious, like glammed up, and this is going to be actually me. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I've never had like abuse off anyone, but I know there's obviously people out there probably being like, oh, what's this? Because like, even the Instagram teaser thing I put up for my vlog where I done the shower scene.
Yeah.
Like,
that's funny.
Before I put that up, I was like, oh fuck, I know I'm just gonna get like, not backlash, but I knew it was gonna get some traction. Kind of why I posted it as well.
Yeah, you want a bit of meat on show, reel them in.
That's what I mean. That's what most of the girls do. So.
Like, why can't I?
Exactly. But I think that got about 30 shares.
Yeah.
I saw that. I was like, fuck. It is just like, you do want to just know what people are saying, but it's like,
I'd love to be able to see who sent it, like, and in what context. But sometimes even I have that. I'll post something and I'll be like, you kind of have these little doubts. You're like, should I post that? And then in my head, I just go, fuck it, fucking post that, because that's who you are and that's what you're doing. Like, that's what you want to do. Like, just fucking be yourself. And like, social media can be a fucking weird place, can be pretty toxic and stuff. But like, I try and just be real with it. Like, if I fucking, like, I don't want to be like this guy. I'm eating chickly, it's not a thing. Chicken, broccoli, and rice every night, and fucking going to bed at 8 o'clock and waking up at 6 and running. Don't get me wrong. I do live a disciplined lifestyle, but I'm a fucking normal person. Like, I like to go out. I like to eat fucking chocolate. Like, I sat in bed last night and ate like fucking 6 biscuits and a bar of chocolate. I was fucking starving.
I was up until FIFA until like 2 a.m.
That's what I mean. Like, I just want to be a normal, relatable person and not live this fucking fake Instagram bullshit, high heels by the pool lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know why I'd be wearing high heels by the pool, but
I didn't know. Yeah, exactly. You might be into
one
that.
Day.
But yeah, no. It's just so anyone out there as well wanting to start some sort of page. I mean, a lot of people during lockdown, I feel like have just gone, fuck it, I've got nothing else to do. Like, I mean, like those are like baking pages I've seen and like all just different little businesses. And it's like, but people need to understand that like nothing's good's going to happen quick. Like there's just one page. I don't need to dig them out. Hopefully they're not listening because I'm not going to say their names. It's a bit peak, but like they started like a social media page. And it's like, no one even knows what it is. It just says a social media enhancement tool. And it's like, they're like doing follow for follow and they keep doing like giveaways to try and like get people to follow.
They're following.
But like, you can't just pay off followers. Like that's literally just me. Like, cause they haven't, I spoke to people that follow them and they're like, I don't even know what they do. It's just obviously someone like a mutual friend that everyone knows.
Just wants the clout.
Yeah. And it's like, well, you're not, all right, you're doing these giveaways, but like, you're not, I still don't even know what your page is about.
Yeah, it's not organic. You got to let it grow. You got to let people want to follow you.
Yeah, rather than just trying to buy your followers with giveaway. Like, don't get me wrong, do a giveaway every now and then, but
giveaway's good.
I think they haven't even posted anything what their website's about, but they've done 2 giveaways already. It's like,
That being said, I offered whoever my 100th subscriber will be, offered them the takeaway. So if you're listening, get you and 25 of your mates. I'm not buying it for all of you, but you can all share a pizza.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll match that.
Shameless plug. Yeah, we'll get you a nice little takeaway.
Yeah, we'll take you out for a romantic meal for 3 or 4.
Yeah. Whatever tickled your fancy.
That's it. I don't even know how long. I should probably be timing this. It doesn't even tell me how long we've been rolling.
I think we're on. I've got my little. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, we're about 37 minutes. It's been pretty strong, to be fair.
Pretty good.
Pretty strong. We got fights. We got fights tonight.
I was going to say yes.
Tonight.
Run through them, and I'll give my filthy casual opinion on it.
Shall we? Shall we do the deed? I was
trying to do a little bit of research before, so I might know a little bit, but just one fight because I watched it the other day. It was a sick fight. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to forget his name.
Don't butcher it.
It was Dominic Cruz versus
Garbrandt.
Yeah, I watched that fight. That was a sick fight.
Yeah. Thing is with Garbrandt, right? He that was when he was at the pinnacle, right there.
Right. Okay.
He won the belt that fight, right? And that's the best he's ever looked. Like to do that to Cruz is pretty scandalous. Like
yeah.
Just not even knock him out to like outclass him for 5 rounds. It's ridiculous. Like no one does that. But then he lost to Dillashaw twice, who got done for EPO. He didn't get done that fight actually for EPO, but later on down the line he got done for EPO. They had a pretty toxic rivalry, and then he lost another one. So he's on a 3-fight losing streak. But people have short-term memories in this game. Like, Garbrandt's a fucking savage.
Yeah,
he's not. Where is he on the card? He is. Yeah, he's the co-main event, which is fucking fair. He's fighting a Sun Tao, who's like good fighter, just like an all-round good fighter, but he hasn't got the same kind of pop in his shots as Garbrandt. I do like Garbrandt a lot in terms of his style. Yeah. He's an angry fucker. You can see it. He's just wants to.
Yeah. But I mean that fight. I mean I didn't watch any of the build-up obviously because I just watched the highlight. It wasn't. It was the full fight, but But just the way he was so calculated, and he just. The way he was just moving out every shot, he was just taking the piss, like.
Yeah.
And even when he dropped it, and even when he dropped him, like he was just pointing at him. He didn't even want to like finish it. Yeah. Scandalous.
In that fight as well, that they were actually kind of the perfect dance partners in a way, because Cody's a bit of a meathead for no better use of a word. He's just like he wants to fight you now. Like he can't control his emotions and like. Dominic Cruz is just like, after this, you need to go. Well, he's talking shit to him about like his bird, saying he's got daddy issues. He's like, you need to keep your fling on a string.
Yeah.
Cody's like, oh, I'm gonna fucking come in there right now and punch you in the face. And like, it's one of them ones, isn't it? Like, you might try, but like, you're at a UFC event, you're not getting through everyone. Like, it's not gonna happen, and they're not gonna let you fight now. You're both wearing suits. It's like, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So like, Dominic Cruz was right getting under his skin.
But it didn't even pay off after all that.
No. But like, in fairness to Dominic Cruz, after he come out, he's like, no excuses. He was just better than me tonight. I don't ever make excuses.
No.
He lost his belt, and it's kind of been a downward slope since then.
Yeah. And before we get onto the card, actually, I want to say there's been quite a few people coming out and saying they're retiring belts. Obviously, you had Cejudo.
Yeah.
Retired.
So he was champ.
Yeah.
Bit of a tough one for the UFC. So Cejudo come out and said he's retired. Masvidal's trying to talk shit. John Jones is saying he's retiring.
Yeah.
But
Do you reckon it's all just a money thing?
Yeah, because he was in negotiations to fight Ngannou.
Yeah.
Fuck that, by the way, fighting him. Fuck that. But yeah, he wanted like, I think he made like 5 million his last fight. I think he wanted like 30 mil. And then he started saying like, oh, well, his brothers both play in the NFL. He's like, my brother earns fucking 50 million a year in the NFL or something. I'm like, what relevance is that?
Yeah, it's not as big. Like, and the thing is, like,
it's two different sports. It's like,
yeah. And the thing is, like, that's a unbelievable. Like, if you watch UFC, that's an unbelievable fight. Everyone's tuning in. But if you speak to the average Joe, like, they're not gonna know who they are. They might know.
Yeah,
John Jones maybe, but
there's like levels that bring people in. Like someone like McGregor will bring all the casuals together, or like in boxing, a Joshua will bring people together. Like you'll go around someone's house, you'll go to a pub, you're like, I need to watch this.
Yeah.
Adesanya's getting in that same sort of category. But like John Jones is probably one of the best fighters we've ever seen, but like he's not like must-watch TV in it. Like you need to. Yeah. Like in the modern day, you kind of need to be like a bit of the full package. Like McGregor is a perfect example. Like he looks good. Like he fucking knocks people out, and like he can just, even if there's no like bad blood there, he can just kind of spark it and just fucking talk shit.
Yeah,
it's like it's an art in itself, and it's talking shit. It's mental warfare.
Yeah.
Like on a stage like that, and you got to go fight him, and you're like, fuck, man, I'm gonna go fight this guy who's talking shit, and he can fight. So it's like kind of twofold. It's crazy.
Must be so much pressure though, just chatting shit to someone, and you just must have that much belief in your ability, I suppose. Like
that's why you see like not a lot of guys, like they're all professional fighters, right? They've all got egos. They all walk into a room and think like they're the fucking toughest guy in that room, right? But they're like someone's talking shit to them, and it's like it's hard to put it back on the line when because like at this high of a level, anything can happen in there. You know, it's like don't get me wrong. Usually the best fighter wins, but in those small gloves, when everyone's fucking elite, people can get knocked out, man, or people can like. There's so many ways to win, and there's so many ways to lose. So that's why a lot of guys are like, they give it the classic like cookie cutter vanilla line. It's like, oh, I'm so ready. I trained so hard this camp. Oh, I'm so looking forward to fighting. And it's like, yeah, fair enough. I get that. I do get that, but it's entertainment as well. You know, it's like we live in this modern age where people want to see people fight, but they want to see why they're fighting. They want to see some bad bloods and
they want to see
they
want to see the 30-second joke. They want to see the memes. The little backstage scraps and stuff.
Yeah, so. UFC do a good job at that as well. Like kind of like they do like little build-ups, little videos, and like
little embedded series and stuff.
I watch it. I'm like, oh, I sit home when a YouTube video drops. I'm like, woo, I want that. I want that in my life.
That is beautiful. Cool. Right, let's run through the card quick for all the hardcores that love it.
Sorry, people. I went off on a tangent. Right, I got it here. Oh, do you know about Sean O'Malley? Do you know?
Yeah, I've actually, yes. I watched Joe Rogan podcast yesterday.
Yeah, he's a guy. If you don't, go and watch his highlight reel. He's just like, he's a bit like McGregor in that sense. He's just a full package. Like he hasn't actually fought anyone ranked yet, so they're kind of feeding him slowly. He's been out for 2 years due to like.
Yeah, he fucked his. What did he?
He got done for like, he got injured, but then he got done for like a drug infringement, like USADA.
I didn't know that.
But like it was definitely bullshit. Like if you look at him, you're like, this guy's just definitely not taking steroids.
Yeah, because he is quite skinny, isn't he? But because I saw the fight where he's just laying on the, like he won the fight, but he's just stuck on the floor after. Like, I thought that was why he was out for 2 years. Like,
Yeah, no, so he broke his foot in that fight, but like he's hopping on one foot fighting the guy, and like it's the last round, so the guy's like if he just gets off him and Sean O'Malley can't stand up, that guy wins the fight.
Yeah,
but the
guy tried called off, didn't it?
Yeah, the guy tried to take him down, so O'Malley was like, I'll just lay it for the rest of the fight. I've punched you in the face for 3 rounds. I'll just sit on my back.
Yeah.
It's like, but he's mad. Anyone that doesn't know about O'Malley, definitely go watch him. You'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, so he's fighting against who?
Eddie Wineland. So he's like, it's a really good matchup for O'Malley, in fairness. So Eddie Wineland's, he's fucking good. Like he's fought for the bantamweight title a while ago, but like they're both strikers, right? But like O'Malley's got that kind of that je ne sais quoi. He's got that slickness. He can move, and he's long for the weight class. So and he's kicks. He can hit you with so many different tools. Whereas Wineland's a bit more of like a tough kind of brawler that will just throw bombs and try and take you out. Whereas O'Malley's a bit more slick with it. He's a bit more of a sniper. He'll move. He'll hit you. Yeah. So good matchup for O'Malley, in fairness. But like Wineland's no fucking easy fight. Probably that'll be his toughest fight today.
Yeah.
Got Magny versus Anthony Rocco Martin. Decent fight, not bad. No, they're not ranked, but they're 2 good welterweights. They'll put on a good show. That'll be decent.
Yeah.
But a lot of bantamweights on this card actually. It's like bantamweight heavy, so it's a good weight. That's stacked. All the divisions in the UFC are stacked at the moment. In fairness, like bantamweight, featherweight, 55 is always going to be the best division. 170 is ridiculous. Middleweight's
heavyweight though, it ain't got many people in it, is it?
Heavyweight's always a bit bleak. Like Ngannou's the new blood there. He'll hopefully he can come in and mix it up. I don't know what's going to happen. Daniel Cormier's probably got to fight Stipe again.
Yeah,
he's got to fight, and then Ngannou will get the winner of that. If John Jones goes in the mix, there's a lot of fun matchups there. Like him versus Ngannou, him versus Overeem will be fucking good. Him versus anyone.
Who do you reckon takes it if the fight happens? Let's say hypothetically it does happen. Jones versus Ngannou.
I go Ngannou, like it's hard to say. Yeah, like John Jones is like Ngannou cuts to get to 265, and like Jones does get hit. Jones has been hit, and like if Ngannou hits you,
I mean you saw from the recent one, he literally just clipped him in the nose, and the guy just died.
Yeah, I saw a funny meme. Right, it was there's like a video going around of like Mike Tyson showing Ngannou like some like slips.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
and it's like Mike Tyson shows Ngannou how to slip and counter. It's like Ngannou's last fight. It's him with his chin.
Oh yeah,
and the geezer's just unconscious on the floor. So it's like it gets to a point like people are just supremely athletic and could just hit you in those small gloves.
I suppose it's like Deontay Wilder, really, isn't it? It's just no technique, but just so much power and
bangs. That's when you see but like in boxing, a little bit more so, you can kind of hide behind the gloves and avoid some of those big shots. In MMA, it's like you're having a bare knuckle fight. So things sneak through, and he's only got to land one on the ear, the head, and you're wobbled. Then he just follows up. And
even that, like, there's so many more weapons in MMA, leg kicks, anything there's so many more. Boxing, it's kind of just
you're like hair up. That's all you're looking. You ain't got to worry about the legs.
No.
That's why it's more of like a sweet science. The sport's evolved over years. There's so many little tricks and tips. Like you'll see that with MMA as well. It'll be it just evolves. Sport just evolves. Like we were saying earlier.
That's it. All right. Any more noticeable fights on the card? You gonna stay up for it or just record it and watch it the next morning?
I'm gonna try and stay up for it, but
okay.
Gonna get caffeinated. I'm not having any drinks tonight. I'm not going out for it. That usually keeps me woke.
Yeah. But no, me and the filthy casual I am will be recording it and watching it next morning.
I've been doing. I can't lie to the people. I've done that the last few fights. In fairness, like if it's like a fight night, and it is better. Like I'll be like that. I'll be on Instagram, just avoid it.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
No spoilers. And then I'll just go downstairs and my brother's got Fight Pass, so we'll just literally whack it on that. And we have no idea what's happening. So we're watching it live. I'm sitting there just eating breakfast, just chilling, having a coffee. I'm like, this is quite a lot better.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm up late and you can just feel your eyes closing. You're like, fuck, man. And then you're like, it's weird.
I mean, I fell asleep in a girl, so I can conk out anything.
Yeah. You got a serious case of narcolepsy.
Exactly. So I need my sleep.
Yeah, you do. Right, we've got Nunes versus Felicia Spencer. Nunes is going to sleep her. Let's be honest. Nunes is the greatest woman of all time.
Yeah, I did see that sort of Instagram post today about all the people she's wiped out.
Yeah, she's fucking ridiculous. And this Felicia Spencer, she's good. She's got like good kicks, but her hands are probably a weak point. Like she hasn't got a lot of pop on her punches, and Nunes is the definition of pop on her punches.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
She just fucking. It's beautiful to watch. Like she just hits people. And she always lands. Like she doesn't miss, and she just like, bam. Like, what she did to Ronda Rousey was it didn't look fair. It looked like it was
actual bullying.
someone that was untrained against an elite fighter. Head kicked Holly Holm. Her last fight against Jermaine Durandamy was actually a pretty close fight, but she had snippets where she looked good. She knocked out Cyborg, like out as well, out.
I don't know what that means.
Have you not seen Cyborg?
No.
Oh wow! Let me send you Cyborg.
All right. I am a filthy casual, mate. This is all new information to me, and I'm open to admit that I don't know anything. So
no, at least you're honest. Cyborg, Chris Cyborg, American Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu mixed martial arts.
It's a guy.
No, it's a girl. Her name's Chris Cyborg. She's a girl.
Oh, right.
She looks like a fucking guy. She looks like a guy.
Oh, right, okay.
Let me show you a quick picture. This, you can see that. Pretty swole, but that is a woman. Yeah. She's one of the scariest women that's ever existed, and Nunes just knocked her out. So my point being, Nunes is the GOAT.
Dangerous.
But dangerous woman. Dangerous woman.
Bit of an area on the grande.
Cheers.
About you.
Go on. You're a good singer, innit? Go on. Give us a little.
Definitely not.
A little rendition for the fans.
No, because I do not want people to stop listening. So please.
Yeah. Click the unsubscribe button.
They've made it this far. And I don't ruin it.
What even is it on podcast? You were saying this the other day on Spotify. Like, what is it? You follow it or you like it?
Still don't know, mate. I'm going to be honest. I know. So I did look at the stats very briefly. Like I think it was about 4 hours after, and it just had listens and views.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I'm just doing it. To be fair, the podcast, I'm more doing it literally just because I wanted to do it. Like obviously the YouTube I wanted to do, but like the podcast, I don't care if I don't ever make money from it.
Yeah, it's just a thing. You just same as me, really. Like obviously, if it blows up, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, take the money back." But I need this Nike brand deal, by the way. But yeah, it's the same as me. It's like I do it because I just enjoy chatting, especially about like subjects like MMA. But then I don't want to like put myself in that box, if you know what I'm saying, because I feel like I have more value to bring than just MMA. Now, don't get me wrong, it's one of my passions, and I love watching it and talking about it. But like, I like to anything. Just.
And I think that's what will make ultimately. Do you know Gary V?
Gary
V. Vaynerchuk. You don't know?
No.
He's like a massive like Instagram YouTuber. Like he's like an entrepreneur, but like he just talks about like life stuff. Anyway,
my mate sent me him the other day actually.
Yeah,
if I'm thinking the right geezer. He just talks about how to grow like your.
He talks about to be fair, he talks about that, but like he talks about he just has some good life advice. He does have some stuff out there. It's a bit like, but anyway, he talks about one thing where it's like so many like you can what makes you like because for example, you know people might follow you because you're into MMA.
Yeah.
But then some people might follow you because you're into X. Then some people might follow you because you're into Y. Like if you put yourself in that box, you're only going to attract a limited amount of people. But then if you have that many different like parts of you, like because him, like he's like a proper massive entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But, like he's into like baseball cards. Like he has like a wine company.
Yeah.
Like he just has loads of different things. But then obviously everyone then comes to follow him for all these different things.
Yeah. And he's just built a following from that.
Yeah.
And I think it's just about like doing something you're passionate about. You know, it's like for me, like I need to do something that I really enjoy and I love because I'll give it my best effort. It's like if I'm doing something that I just don't enjoy, I'll just be shit at it. I'll just be like, I can't be fucked with this. But like making content, like long forms of content, like I just enjoy it. Like even editing, I don't even mind editing. You know, like it's quite like when you've got a little idea in your head and it just sort of comes together and then you play it out. You're like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
100%, yeah. Because like editing, I feel like before I sit down to do it, or like when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, I've got to edit. But like when I actually sit down to do it, like I enjoy it.
I think that's anything though. That's half the battle, just getting the ball rolling, you know? It's like, it goes back to just saying, just do it. Just sponsor me, like, no, just start it. Just get the ball rolling. Like momentum's probably one of the most powerful things, you know? Like once you're on a bit of a roll and like we were saying before, document the shit and you see you're making progress on shit. It's just, just go, just get momentum. Like,
yeah,
we've all been guilty of it, getting in like a shit rut and just doing fuck all. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you kind of need to snap out of it. You need to go ape shit.
And then as well, I think you can understand as well, like we're both pretty quite young, and like our interests might change. That's the thing. Like, so like you've got like to be honest with you, I can still sit here and I don't really have many passions. Like there's nothing. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy things, but like I still don't really. Stuff. Yeah, but like I don't know if there's anything that I'm like I'm obsessed by.
Yeah,
so I think it's all right if there is someone listening here that's like, you don't know what you want to do, just try shit. Like, just do different stuff. Like, that's why I tried the MMA. Obviously, back in the day, I used to be quite big into gaming. Don't really do it as much anymore. I just try loads of different shit and just see what you enjoy. You might 100%. Like, and you see it with some of the YouTubers, even if you've watched them for a while now, like back in the day, they might have posted something that's completely different to what they post now, but people stick around for the personality. Like, there's certain YouTubers you would watch do anything. Like, they could do a 10-minute video on them doing their gardening and you'd probably still watch it because it's just the personality who they are. So yeah, that'd be my
I think that kind of works in our favour as well. The fact that we have like, how long have you been doing YouTube for?
I mean, just over a year, but I was doing like lockdowns made me actually post consistently, but I was doing like 1 month, one video a month. So
that's the thing. You see, like a lot of YouTubers, their content needs to evolve, but like I feel like where I'm at an age now, like, well, maybe I will grow up a little bit, but like in terms of what I'm doing, do you know what I mean? Like a lot of the FIFA YouTubers, some of them still are doing it, but like look at KSI now, like he's a fucking legit musician.
Yeah, it is mad.
Yeah, a couple of these songs actually are banging. Houdini, it's like, oh, nah.
The thing, like, he has actually got some alright. It is peak because, like, and the thing is, if you say to someone like, "Oh, I listen to a KSI song," then just immediately think, "Wow, you're wet." Yeah, and it's like, well, he has actually made some alright songs. Like, Houdini was good, to be fair.
Yeah, I fucks with it. No, he's smart though. He's obviously smart, like to be where he is. Like he'll get someone who's actually fucking decent to feature on his track, and then he'll have a little bit. He'll have a little go. No, he's not silly. Them boys they're making bank.
Yeah, serious. Maybe we should just start our own group. Maybe that's the key.
Yeah, we should start a band. Get your brother on the drums.
Oh mate, I could not be in a group with my brother. I did.
Bicker.
We just constantly dig at each other. And I feel like if it was something serious, like it could just get pushed one way or the other. Like we don't argue ever, but we're constantly onto each other's case. So like if I make one little step, it'll be on me.
Yeah, and just give you shit.
Yeah, and I'll give him shit for something. Like, and even just when it's not necessary. But it's just our kind of humour, and we do like support each other obviously when it comes to serious stuff. But
of course.
But yeah,
I think that's part of lockdown as well, isn't it? Like it's just people getting on top of each other. You just end up butting heads. You need like a new person to talk to. Like you've just, especially with your family as well. Like you all, like me personally, like the last few weeks, I've been a fucking moody bastard. I realise I've not been eating enough food. I've been in too much of a deficit. It's just fucking my mood up. Like last week I came home from work and I was just being an arsehole, to be honest. I was and then you kind of have to reflect. You're like, well, probably shouldn't do that again. So now I'm sitting in bed eating biscuits.
Yeah, I think that's why I like, because I was like, oh, I'm going to do like a mini cut with all this lockdown and stuff. Like, why not? But I think when you're like, at this time, like I need to manage what I'm constraining myself from. Because like, it is very easy, like you said, to get stressed during these times, to get on top of each other. And like, everyone's a bit on edge. So I feel like, all right, if I'm then going to restrict calories, that's just going to dampen it. So I'm just being relaxed with my food at the moment. I'm just eating. Like, I'm not eating like a child, but...
Yeah, it's not like you're not training as well, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I shared a good video on my Instagram, actually. Little plug there for you. All definitely... see, it was Joe Wicks, actually. He was talking about, like, how, like, people deal with shit, and, like, in lockdown especially, like, he was saying some people turn to drink, some people turn to drugs, but he turns to exercise. Because, like, he'll get on the bike, and then after, he'll feel like a new man. And like you do, innit? Like if anyone's listening and like you're struggling, that is something I would definitely recommend. Like it doesn't have to be anything like overly vigorous. Like if you go for like a fucking 15-minute run, I guarantee you afterwards you'll feel better. Like your head will feel sorted. Yeah. You'll just feel clearer. Like even like if after I train, right, I'm a bit of a messy cunt sometimes, right? But like I'll go train and I'll cook dinner and like I'll feel the urge to just like put all my dishes away. I'm like, I'm so productive.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like, it goes back to what we were talking about, momentum. Just get the ball rolling. Just you feel like shit, go for a run. Like, I can't stress it enough. Like, that is what I would definitely say to anyone. Like, I went for a stage, right, of just not doing any exercise. Like, when I went to uni, I was just did the classic uni bod thing for a year. And like, everyone needs like a crutch to kind of sort their shit out. And mine was like going out, but like you make that thing exercise. Like, that's my little motivational piece of life advice that I give to anyone listening. We've had a lot. We've shared some elite banter. We've given life advice.
Mate,
We spoke about horrendous sexual encounters.
But yeah, no, I definitely, like, to be fair, like, because I had my PT exams this week, so I was kind of just bringing out a revision for that, and I started work, and they basically just dropped the hammer, and they were like, right, we're doing refunds for everyone, so everyone's just been spamming the calls. But like, I haven't exercised in, like, even if I don't exercise in like 2-3 days, like, I notice my mood completely different. So I think 100%. I'm like 4 days now, and I'm all right on this, but like, I've just been a bit aggy recently and stuff. So after this, even though it's pissing down right now, but I'm probably just go for a run or something.
Go get those endorphins.
That's it, mate. That's it.
Even like now this week's been a bit of a good eye opener for me. I haven't been back working, but I've been like, so at the gym, I've been helping paint. So I've been doing like manual work throughout the week, but then I've still been trying to grind out content.
Yeah.
So like, when I do go back to normality, that's kind of give me an insight of what it'll be like working alongside trying to be productive in terms of content, putting videos out there. Because it's easy in lockdown, right? I'm not doing really fuck all. I can sit and try and think of good video ideas or little things I can do. But like, again, goes back to momentum. After this is when we're back to normal, which is obviously going to be ideal. You need to just keep the ball rolling. If you've been productive in lockdown, keep that ball rolling.
Yeah, that's it. Because I definitely, like, because I had 3 weeks off work. I was still getting full pay, but I was off. And like, now I've gone back to work this week. And to be fair, it's pretty like, it sounds a bit dramatic, but like soul draining. Like, because I'm sitting here at a laptop just saying the same thing over and over again. Thanks. I'm like, and I just didn't feel like posting anything. I didn't feel like posting a YouTube video. And I'm like, right, I need to get out of this reality, like this bubble. Yeah, like this bubble that I was in before. Because I feel like that kind of made me realize, like, shit, I really want to do this full time now. Like, I don't want to work a job, but I'm going to have to do the hard hours of working a full job and doing it at the same time. Because that's what everyone's got to do. Like, it's just part of it.
If it was easy, everyone would do it, you know?
Exactly.
It's one of them things.
So now I've got to fit away into, and to be fair, like, I don't know about you, but I've just been struggling with video ideas because we can't do anything.
Yeah, it is tough. So when I finished one of my videos, what was it? I think it was the NHS running one. I was just like, fuck, I was sitting in bed, I was like, I need to do one. I want to do another one. And then like a video idea just pops in my head. Then like loads of little ideas off that. I was like, fuck, I need to write this down. I just had like an epiphany in bed, but now I'm pretty stuck for ideas again.
Yeah, 100. That's a little tip there as well. If anyone does make content, if 100%. I just write it down, because I think of so many good ideas and I just forget them.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. That's fucking brilliant. And you're like, what was it again?
Literally an hour later, like, oh shit, what was it? Or even like, if, like, say, like, you have like a funny outro you're gonna do, just write it down, because like you'll be like, oh shit, what was I gonna do again? And just go. So
yeah, like you don't need a fucking notepad. You've got notes in your phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, just jot it down, just quickly. Like, even if it's just shorthand so you understand it. Yeah. Just jot it down, and then it's there. And you're like, oh yeah, shit. And then ideas can come off that, and then it's just like a beautiful thing. I don't know what I was going to say. It's something beautiful. It's something fucking beautiful. Beauty.
Right. Well, how long have we been going? I think that's probably close to an hour, isn't it?
Yeah, we're an hour and 3 right now.
Beautiful.
It's been pretty strong, in fairness. This is not the first time I used Zoom. I did a quiz on Zoom, and because I'm a legend, I made the background. You know, the classic picture.
Oh,
big black cock. And I was trying to like move and show me. I was like, legend.
I still haven't even worked that out, how to edit the
Zoom's a tricky one, but this setup's very real, people.
That is a nice setup. I need to get one, to be fair, because I'm just in my bedroom, but I need to get some more backgrounds. But I think that will wrap it up. So
yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, so obviously, like I said, anyone who wants to check out Frankie, I'll leave his description, his links in the description, his Instagram, YouTube, podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, it's just at fg.fit on Instagram. Yep. And then what's the YouTube?
FG Films on YouTube with a Z, because I'm a legend.
Cool. Yeah, so anyone who wants to check him out, go check him out. Get him to 100 subs.
Yeah, you might get a nice little takeaway.
There you go.
Yeah.
If that don't entice you, then I don't know what will. So anyway, thank you for listening, people. It's been good, and I'll see you soon. Take care.
Peace.